Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. Somebody sent me this file, actually sent me this one and their trace version. They need it cleaned up. How can you clean it up? Well, you're going to spend more time cleaning it up than to draw it. I just drew this. There's probably 10 ways to draw it. I'm going to pick a 2-point line, hold down the control button. I'm going to hit P to put it in the center of the page. Center of the page is really important, especially in this case. Control D to make a duplicate and rotate that 90 degrees. Because we need a perfect right angle, and these lines are the same length. Now, this is the other thing's kind of important. Take your 3-point curve line and go from there. Start moving and then hold down the control button. What that does, it's going to give you a perfect shape. Okay? From there to there, it's perfect. Now, we could do a lot. Let me bring in my indexing lines, and you can see I'm in the center of the page. You could actually cut these lines away because we don't need them anymore. Control D and make a duplicate and double click on your rotation and put it in the center. Rotate it 90 degrees. Control D, 180 degrees. Control D. Now you've got that shape. We could either weld it. We could combine it. I still like using the Smart Fill tool to fill it in. I don't know why, but you could do either one, left click, right click. We can move this out of the way now. Put this back to the center of the page. And that line is about 6 points, but I don't have 6 points. Oh no, what do I do? We'll just type in 6. You don't have to, the number doesn't have to be in the catalog. Now, several ways we could do this, and there's, like I said, there's probably 10 ways to draw this. Convert the outline to an object, left click, right click. And because it's at right angles, we've got an advantage. I'm going to turn off my indexing lines. We need to add a node right there. It's going to put it right in the center. I'm going to grab the center node and I'm just going to nudge it up. See what it did? And then I'm going to delete those two. And because we're working left and right and up and down, it's not at an angle, we can repetitively do that. Add a node, move it down, get rid of these. And if some people are going to be saying, well, why aren't you using the, and I could also right click and add a node. And then move that to the right and delete those. Why didn't I use the contour tool? Well, maybe I'll show you why. Right click, add a node. That's a little funny. Look what it added the node, and I must have moved it. And delete. Now, Smart Fill is our friend. Just Smart Fill that in, and you have that shape. Now, the whole time we've been working with it in this angle, now I'm going to left click. Well, I don't have to. I'm just going to make it black. And then take away our drawing and then actually let's bring the original in. And we need to turn this at a 45-degree angle. So we're like that. Now, my lines might be a little bit thinner than the original on this case, but you could, that's what you wanted. Now you're going to want to set the nudge factor. This thing's not that big, so let's hold down the control button or make a duplicate of it and then start moving and hold down the control button to get about where you think it needs to be. They're a little bit over, so we can nudge it over a little bit or still hold down the control button and get it maybe more, maybe less. It's your drawing. And then take the other one. And so let's do this. Let's group these together for a second and hit P. Put it in the center of the page because we need that other square exactly in the center of the page. So now we can ungroup it for a second, make a duplicate of this one, and let's just move it out of the way. Whoop, I didn't make a duplicate. Control D, move it out of the way so we're not going to move these. Select these two together, Control G, and then hit P on this one, and then just move it up to wherever you think it needs to be in the drawing. This is actually needs to come down quite a bit. And that's why I use P, because it's going to be the center of those two items and make it look more symmetrical. Now I'm a little bit thicker line or thinner line, and so that would have some play, but I don't know if he needs exactly that or just to draw that. I think I probably actually did better on the very first one I drew. I find when I don't, and also I'm also smaller, so it looks a little more proportionate. Anyway, I hope that helped him a little bit, and thank you for watching.